Welcome. We're on. I think we're on here. Oh man, welcome. Welcome to the live. Thought I'd try out a live. I had so much fun at the Sand Sports Super Swap yesterday. Saw a lot of you guys out there. Um, Saw a lot of people I know. Had a great time just chit chatting with everybody, and it got me to thinking I should do a live. Lives are pretty cool. I like lives just because there's no editing involved. Because editing takes a long time. Like last night, I was up till like 1 in the morning editing because I don't plan ahead. It's hard to plan ahead with videos and stuff. So I just like to edit them, maybe the night before. I'm not sure what video I'm going to put out, and then I end up spending way too much time editing. So lives are kind of cool because we get a little, natural. I can be a little more natural with you guys. But anyways, a lot going on over here, man. I am worn out. I don't know if I look tired, but I am tired. Yesterday was a long day. Had to help my buddy Tony get a car home from the show. So I had to hang out and get a trailer. Of course, I didn't bring my hitch receiver. I took it out so I could wash the truck before I went, and then he had to go to U-Haul and buy a receiver and whatever. It was a long day yesterday. So, but anyways, got a lot going on. Thought I would do a live to I can't video everything. So if I do a live, I can kind of explain a lot of the stuff going on with the channel, like the name change from SANDBLAST Extreme RV to SANDBLAST Extreme Adventures, because it's all adventures, everything. This is an adventure. As you can see behind me, I got my son's car, which is done. It's ready to roll. My car is in pieces. I've been working on the cage. And excuse me if I don't see any of you popping on there, whatever, saying anything. The phone's way over there. I hope you can hear me. I got a couple people watching. That's cool, whatever. Whoever doesn't make it in now, I'll just put it up, and then they can watch it later. Or if you want to watch it later and you want to dip out and go do your thing, man. But I got a lot of stuff going on. I got a stack of things here. I have so many parts and things that need to be installed. It's pretty overwhelming. I'll be honest with you. My wife says it's like Christmas, and I said no, because Santa has elves. Tim doesn't have any magic elves. Tim's got to install all this stuff himself. And a couple of things, let me knock these out real quick, get them out of the way. First, like Oxbeam hit me up, and it's all because of you guys. You guys watch my channel, and you help it grow by watching it and thumbs up and ding. I always say that because I hate little sound effects, so I just do my own. But you guys always watch my channel. You help me out a lot. You guys have helped me grow insanely. I never thought it would grow so fast, but I have all these companies hitting me up. Hey, Tim, will you do a review on this? Will you do a review on that? We'll send you free this. I'm like, stop. Nobody send me anything. I don't need anything else. So I did grab a few things like Oxbeam. Dude, they sent me this switch panel. I hope you guys can see that. Pretty rad switch panel. This is kind of like that Switch Pros, just maybe the, cheap version, I guess you could say. But, I mean, it works pretty awesome. I bench tested it, and I was going to put it in the Jeep. So I was planning on doing that video, and I promised them the video like 2 or 3 months ago. And I literally haven't got around to it. I've been on adventures, real adventures, because those are funner. Honestly, and this thing's cool. So I got to do a video on this. So make sure you guys come back for that video when you see me do that. I just want to give you a little update on what I'm all doing. So I got this switch panel that's going in. It was going in the Jeep. Now it's going in the Can-Am because I did the cage. And when you do the cage, off came all the lights. And then, of course, came out all the wiring. We'll get to that in a minute. I'll show you inside the car in a second. You'll see what I'm talking about. I'll show you the pile of wires I have over here. So Oxbeam sent me that. That's cool of Oxbeam. Pretty good company. I mean, I bought some of their products in the past. They sent me some lights too. I think I'm just going to put these on the cage because I don't have any A-pillar lights. So I'm just going to throw these on. We're going to see what they do up against my son. He's got the Baja XL80s. Pretty bright lights. They're pretty bright. I don't know about these up against those, but we're going to try it. We're going to put two cars side by side. And I'll make a video on that. So I got that going on. Then I got this one here. This company is a blinker kit. They sent me this. Maybe if we have time, I'll show you this. But they sent me this really bitchin' blinker set. It's got these little LEDs. You just mount them in. Super sleek. It's got two buttons. It's got a horn. It's basically a street legal kit. Problem with the kit, of course, it's made in China. That's a bad sign. But the company is based here. They're just making their stuff there. I don't know what's going to happen after the tariffs, but I called them back and told them, hey, one problem with your thingy is when it says hook it to the battery. So I hook it up to the battery, right? And as soon as you hook it to the battery, the white lights come on, all four. All four LEDs are bright white. There's no switch. There is no way to turn them off. You turn on the blinker, they blink fine. You turn off the blinker, white lights are on again. There is literally no way to turn the white lights off. I'm like, and I emailed them back and said, hey, I can't drive around with white lights blaring. And what do? I park it in my trailer and just let the battery run dead? You guys got to figure out something with this. So they're like, make us a video and show us what you're talking about. So I got to send them a video to show them that their thing does not work. I'm probably going to end up clipping the wire to the white light so the blinkers will still work because the blinkers are really cool. It's got the horn and everything. So I got that video I got to do. Let me check all these. I think some people are popping on saying something. I got to figure out how to get to that. There we go. Let me see here. Live chat. Oh yeah, there's a few. Tractor Dreams, what's up? I have a Polaris for Triple S and I can't even sell. It goes away too quick. Anyways. Yeah, I know. Everybody's trying to sell their stuff. My son's been trying to, let me see if I can get that set back on there. I hope you guys can hear me all right. Somebody give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. But yeah, about selling cars right now. If any of you are trying to sell a car, forget it. Because everybody wants these things for dirt cheap. I don't care what they are. My son, I don't want him to sell it. So if you guys see this for sale, don't buy it. Do not buy this car. Okay? There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. He actually did a whole bunch of work to it. And dude, it is set up. Tony over there at Elite Performance did all the engine work. This thing is a ripper. But my son was trying to sell it, but he's not going to give it away. And everybody wants the cars for dirt cheap. Me, I'm not getting rid of my car. It's just staying right. It's paid off. It doesn't cost me anything to sit there, and I don't look at it like money. It's definitely fun for me. So mine ain't going anywhere. And for those of you guys trying to sell your cars, that sucks. You might hang on to them for a while. But or just go do some fun stuff with it, man. That's what I say. Go out and do fun stuff. But anyways, I went to the SANDBLAST Super Swap yesterday and picked me up a few things. Got the DRT back plate. Pretty nice. Pretty stoked on that. Landon, that's his name over there, DRT. Really cool, dude. Totally down to earth. They seem like a giant company, you know, because they're sponsoring the SANDBLAST Super Show this year. And you would think, oh man, giant company. They're growing fast, but Landon is a cool dude. He's always there hanging out, walking around. Him and his wife, Cam, really good people. Really good people make really good products. Comes very well packaged, very professional stuff. So I'm excited to get this on because I got this giant hitch that I welded on. My son hates, but I welded it on to carry my American flag for the Veterans Day thing out in Glamis. And then also picked up the grill kit. Pretty cool. For the front of the Can-Am, of course, because I got the Can-Am. There it is. Pretty nice. It says DRT on. It's like a 5-piece. It covers up all five pieces on the front there. Let me get that back. If I leave all these apart, it'll be just a huge mess on here. I got so many things. Okay, I got that. So I got all these I got to install. Then I don't know if I can pick this. This one's heavy. This one's actually pretty heavy for these, believe it or not. But I got these dudes. Right there. Look at that. Radius rods, baby. Look at those. Let me set this thing down. Got some radius rods finally. That's right, boys. Tim is really moving up in the world. Got the DRT radius rods. Got the nice Heims on there. So I got to get those hooked up. Oh, it's backwards because I just set it set on like selfie mode. Sorry about that. It's just so I can see. I'm not good at lives. If I do these, I was thinking about doing these like every Sunday or something. We could like hang out, you know, because all my friends moved to Texas. So I could just hang out with you guys right here. That'd be cool. I'm down with it. But I'm stoked on these. Pretty beefy. I like them real mellow, you know, nothing. I'm not a flashy guy. I've been driving around with the stock radius rods since 2018. I think I bent one. One time I bent one because I went up a dune real fast and had the car loaded down with people. Boom, bent one. So just swapped it out with a stock one. I have a bunch of stock ones I got on Facebook Marketplace, and I just throw them in the back of the truck, and if it happens out in Glamis, I just boom, swap it out. So I got those got to go on. See what I mean? I got all kinds of crap. We ain't even got started. I got to take you over the car. See that cage? It's a UTV Speed cage right there. Really bitchin' cages, man. They make some really good product. Go check out my videos. I got some videos on it. I did a little tour over at their shop. They got some really good product. Dennis is the owner. He's a cool guy. He's become a pretty good friend of mine. And I'm hoping that he's only been out to Glamis a few times. And I don't even know how many times, but I think just maybe 1 or 2 times I think he's been to Glamis. He does other stuff, off-roading, and he was into overlanding, and he just bought UTV Speed, the cage company. So he's a really cool dude. I'm glad to get to know him. And can't wait to get that cage all done. I mean, it's bolted on, everything's done. I've been trying to film so I can show you guys, but it's so hard to film and actually get anything done. If you do any sort of YouTube or social media, I mean, you know what I'm talking about. It is difficult it's hard enough just to do it, let alone set up a camera and try to film it and then try to talk and coach people along. It's like, sometimes just got to do it, get it done with, take a couple shots, and that's all you get. So I, been trying to grab a few spots, and so I'll have a video coming out on that soon. I got my new M whips. These are the new Freedom line. They're all packed in here nice. I don't want to pull them all out, but I got brand new M whips going on the car, and I got my M whips shirt right here. Because if you spend at the Super SWAT, he had a deal where if you spend $100, which you're buying whips, you're buying lights, you're spending $100. You spend $100, you get the shirt, and then if you wear it back to the Sandsport Super Show, then you get to be in like a raffle or something, maybe win something. I never win anything, but I still give it a shot. You know what I mean? So Anyways, let me welcome to the shop. Here it is. I'm going to turn the camera around so you probably get a better view. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's time to crack a cold one, boys. Right there. Cheers. All right. Oh, I love Squirt. You know why I love Squirt? Because it's refreshing going in as it is coming out. Super good. Let me put this over here. I'll spill it in the car. Anyways, here's where we're at. Look at this mess, guys. What a disaster. And you know what? This is all stock, dude. Like, there's only a couple wires in here. I literally ripped everything out because that new aux beam switch panel deletes all kinds of these switches. So I'm pulling out a lot of my switches. I'm not going to have a bunch of switches. I'm going to put that aux beam has just a switch panel. Maybe I'll show you if we got time. I just don't want to go on for forever. I think maybe 30 minutes or so max. I don't want to bore you guys. But I'm going to put that switch panel thing right here. It's a long, skinny, slim thing. And it runs everything. And it comes with a remote and the whole deal. And you don't have to have all these wires. It's one single wire that runs back to a fuse box. And I'm going to mount right back here on the back wall. And then I won't have to have, I'll just have like 2 wires running up for my A-pillar lights that go here. I'm not doing a light bar. I'm leaving it nice and sleek, just like this. So that aux beam thing's pretty cool. So I ended up tearing all this out, dude. You want to see how much wire? Look at that. Look at this. And actually, this ain't even all of it. That is how much wire was behind the dash. And if you know, with those stupid switches, you have to build these little, like, plugs. You have to have all these little plugs and jumpers to get it to light the plug up. And it's such a pain with those switches because there's so many, like, things on the back. I'll show you. Here's a switch here. See how they have all these connections? You have to have, like, power here, ground here, another power here to be for the switch, another, and then this is where your thing goes that you're powering, and then you got to hook it up to the lights. They're just a pain, and they get sand in them, and they don't work unless you buy the expensive ones. So, but that's part of the project. But man, this cage, here it is. Got it all put on. Looks really nice. I'm stoked on it. That light's probably in your eyes. Bolted on real nice. Ground all these down. Repainted that. Used some like textured flat. Don't look at that. Don't look at that weld right there. It's my frame had a little frame damage. But anyways, these pulled these shocks off. Shock Therapy had these on and off so many times because I had so many problems in the beginning when I got Shock Therapy that they pulled these bolts out so many times, they literally got stripped. And I had to like pound that in there. I almost didn't get those out. I almost had to drill or cut those out. Real pain. So I went down to Ace, got me some new bolts. I got to get these back mounted on there. Oh man, guys, it's a lot. And then I got this. Check this out. I don't know if you guys know, but it's a little backup camera. So this is a backup camera, which hooks to, let me show you. Over here, I got the Fosgate radio. I think I got the power hooked up to it. Let me see. Do we have power? We should have power. Oh, no, we don't. We got a main switch right here. Look at it. I put a main switch in. Boom. Now we got power. Put that main in because my battery was always draining. So now we got power. There we go. So I'll show you with that backup camera. I don't know if you know that, see backup camera? Look at, there it is. And see, I'll shake the car. See, you can see it. That's my trailing arm down there. You can see the camera swinging into the back. Pretty cool. I mean, you can see a little bit on that. Like, you can tell if somebody's parked behind you when you're parked and you want to go back up, see if somebody's got their motorcycle leaning on the back. But it just runs off of one switch, so I am going to have the switch. See, it kicks on. So I'm going to have one switch for that. But what a project. Man. This cage, I got the whole front of the car off. Got a lot going on. So I got to, and then before I put all this back together, I want to put it all back together, but I want to get everything wired first. See, I'm taking out, I got a fuse box here and another big power wire. Really giant power wire and a fuse box and everything. All this is going because of that new aux beam thing. So, but that's what's been going on over here at the SANDBLAST Extreme, I guess, shop. I used to have my dad's hot rod in here, and I was lucky to sell the thing. Somebody came up with enough money to buy that car. Let me turn this camera back around, then I can talk to you guys. So we were selling it for my mom. It was a 56 Chevy. And somebody out in Pahrump bought it. That was cool because it was parked right here. And I wasn't able to work in the garage here at all. I was barely even able to walk in the garage because it was just too risky. The car is absolutely immaculate. And so had it for a couple years. My dad passed away a couple years ago and finally was able just to sell it. And it's all right. I'll get over it after a little while, but I'm just glad it went to a good guy. I think he's going to drive it around and have fun with it. And then over here, actually, I got this workspace back. I got this little shop area out back here, right outside. I got a back door in my garage, and then I can work right out back here. I used to have my dad's 54 Chevy truck. So if you got projects that are undone, try to get them done, especially if you're in bad health. It's really tough on the family when they got to sell that stuff. And my dad was half done with the truck. I mean, he didn't plan on going by no means. He didn't want to, it came on pretty quick. He had prostate cancer, and he passed, pretty quick. We knew a few years, but just didn't have time to finish the truck. So we had to sell that thing, a project vehicle. You know how hard those are to sell. But anyways, thank God we were able to get enough money for Mom for those and get Dad's car out of here and get money for Mom for that and get it sold to a good guy. So now I got my shop back. We're able to work on the cars. This is my son's car here. This is the one I said if you see it for sale, don't buy it. That's because I want to hang out with him in the dunes, man. I got 3 boys, and they're all, of age, over 21. I couldn't tell you all their ages. I have no idea. It changes every year. I can't keep track. So, but I know this guy right here, Landon, my son, he always goes out to the dunes, and man, we've had a couple good seasons, good couple runs in these, but then he decided to sell it because he blew a couple belts and he realized how expensive it is. So he's like, I'm done. I'm like, wait a minute. I got a stack of belts right there, buddy. Look at all those. He's like, nope, my engine's way too built. It's got to have a brand new, what's he run those? What is that one? The G, is it these? Evo Badass belt? I think that's the one he runs. So, anyways, I'm hoping he doesn't sell it because I really want to go out there. I'm looking forward to this year. I got a lot of things that I've invested in. I'm trying to do the car. I got, we're going to take off, see these red A-arms on his right here. We're going to take those. He's going to do those. I got to grab my squirt. He's going to do those green like mine. And mine are already green, but I'm going to sandblast those and repowder coat both. So the guy, the UTV Speed that built my cage, he does his own in-house powder coating. So he does powder coating also. And the powder coating company is Elite Powder Coating. I'm almost 100% sure it's Elite Powder Coating. You can go on Instagram and find them, and they're right there off the 91 and the 15, Riverside, Corona, right there in that area. And they do the powder coating right there. So I'm going to sandblast these up. We're going to strip it down here probably in the next couple of weeks. We're just waiting until the temperature got so hot outside. There's no chance. Nobody's going anywhere in these cars when it gets that hot. So we have no problem tearing it down. And we're going to do my 2 trailing arms, my 2 low or upper A arms, his 2 upper A arms, and his trailing arms. We're going to do it all green. So we'll be the green cars out there. I'll be the 4-seater. It's a 2018. And he's got a 2018 also. Kid copies me. Everything he does, man. I bought a KX, 98 KX. Kid goes and buys a 99 KX. So you dads out there, you fresh dads, that song, I'm watching you, Dad. That's true. Your kids are watching you. My son watches me all the time, and then he goes and just buys the same things, does the same things I'm doing. So if you're a new dad, man, you want to really set in a good example. Stick your neck out. Take some chances. Make some moves. And your son's going to watch what you do and never give up and keep going. And boom, your kids will do the same. I'm proud of this guy. I mean, he's a young kid. He's like 23. As a matter of fact, what time is it? I'm going to have to go soon. We're almost 27 minutes. That's cool. That's cool because I'm going to put this up and then people can watch it or whatever later. So if you're watching later, right on. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys watching all my stuff. I got to go to LAX tonight. So you guys are probably sitting at your house right now just relaxing, having a cold one. Timmy's got to get in the car and drive from Menifee to LAX to pick up my son. He's flying in from Hawaii. He's on the plane right now. He just sent me a picture of him flying in. I gotta wipe my nose. Hang on a second. I get my nose running when I start chitter-chattering. But no, this is cool. I mean, I thought it would be cool just to kind of hang out and chit-chat with you guys. If you guys got any questions about the channel or whatever, I did change the name. I told you that. I know I get a little sidetracked because I got so many friggin' things going on over here. Plus, I'm trying to make videos and edit them. Like, this is a new sport. Like, this is a side job. Literally. This is like working at Taco Bell after you go to your normal job. Because a lot of you probably do YouTube. Some of you that watch me might do YouTube. I know a couple of you watch me, and you guys know how hard it is to friggin' carry a camera with you and film all the time. It's actually kind of nice once in a while when you don't have to carry a camera, like at the Sandsport Super Swap. Oh my gosh, it was so nice. I didn't have to film anything. I'm like, nobody needs to know anything over here. I'm not filming nothing. It was so fun because I got to visit with some of you. I got to run into a lot of you people that just watch me and that I've never met before. And those are the people I really like. If I haven't met you before and you see me out there, please come up to me. Dude, I'm nobody any different than any of you guys. The only difference is I just press record on my camera. That's it. I'm nobody fancy. Don't be like, oh, he's busy. I'm just a dude, man. Just hanging out. guy chilling, and I love to meet you guys. I mean, honestly, that's what I love most about YouTube is just meeting all you people, hearing all your stories and stuff. Someday we're gonna get a nice little get together going, and then we can all rap. We can all tell our stories. Maybe we'll go for a ride or something. Maybe we'll do it in Glamis. I don't know. That's a lot of work too. So, but anyways, that's all the stuff I got going on. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh yeah, and then of course when I did the cage, had a half window on my car. Might as well throw that in the dumpster. That don't go on, which that's a real bummer because honestly, this thing was really nice, man. Although it was, this is half my videos. You guys had to look at me like this because I had this blocking the camera. But this thing was really nice. So if you guys have any way to run a half window, or if you have any questions about it, dude, this thing was nice. I could turn my hat around this way, be driving in the car. Normally I'm wearing a helmet, but I have tried it before with no helmet. Just driving, and if I sit down like this, my hat will stay on. Hook my head up, boom, hat blows off. Because this little thing does a lot, even with the dust. Dust coming off people's cars blocks it a lot. And then, I don't know if you can see, but I used to have speakers. Look at this. You guys see me over here? Oh, look at this. I had a speaker bar that I made out of a fence post. This old chain link fence post right here. I rigged all this up, welded up a little bracket, and had it on the back of my car. Well, so much for my 2.8s. Those can't go back on. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I have no idea, but honestly, I don't listen to music that much anymore because I'm always filming YouTube, and if I turn the music on, they're just going to copyright me. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with the speakers. So it's not a big deal, but a couple other things I'm going to do with my car. I got to put new ball joints in it. I'm really worried about the ball joints. If you guys see cars that when the ball joints break, I don't care how good of a driver you are, probably going to go over. It's a bad deal when your ball joint breaks. And it's like, I check them and they seem fine, but man, you just never know. So this thing's 2018. I've been running it pretty hard, and I think it's about time I'm going to throw some ball joints in. But after I do all this stuff and those ball joints, I think we're going to be solid here with the car. Should have all this done and hoping in the next month. So, but anyways, I think I'm going to cut it off. I don't know if there's any comments. Let me check before we dip out. Nope, not a whole lot. Just the same ones. Kevin, what's up, Kevin? So, anyways, I'll post this up. This is easier for me. It's like I can just make a video and then upload it onto YouTube, and you can watch it later. You'll probably be watching this later. But I gotta finish my squirt, and then I gotta go to LAX. So be thinking about me, guys. Appreciate you watching my live, and make sure you go down, check out some of my content. If you're new, my name is Tim, and you're probably not new. I don't know. Maybe you're watching live for new. Well, I don't know. I don't even know how these lives work. I've only done a handful of them, so we'll figure it out. And I hope you guys could hear me the whole time. Wouldn't it be funny if the sound was off and I was just sitting here talking? It was like a mute. That'd be pretty funny. So I'm going to go inside and watch it, make sure it turned out all right. But I'll see you guys, who knows where. Probably won't see you out in Glamis till next season. I might see you out in the dirt if the weather clears up. But I think we got some river trips out to Pirates Cove. There's a little place called Pirates Cove out there. You can take the UTV. You can camp right on the beach. I got a video on that. You can go check that out. But other than that, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you out somewhere else. Now we got to figure out how to stop the live. Hey, you guys still there? Anybody know how to stop the live? There we go. I found it. Are you sure you want to cancel? Yep, I'm canceling it. See you guys.